Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala, Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala. முட்டையடித்தனை வெட்ட வெளியில் நீ நடமாடினையன் அருணாச்சலா. மோகம் தவிர்த்தும் மோகமவை தூமின் மோகம் திராயன் அருணாச்சலா. மௌனியாய் கற்போல் மலராதிருந்தால் மௌனமிதாமோ அருணாச்சலா. யவனின் வாயில் மண்ணினையட்டே என் பிழை பொழித்தருணாச்சலா. யாருமறியாதென் மதியினை மரட்டி அவர் கொலை கொண்டதருணாச்சலா. ரமணன் என்றுரைத்தேன் ரோசம் கொள்ளாதேனை ரமித்திட செய்யவாருணாச்சலா. ராப்பகலில்லா வெறுவெளி வீட்டில் ரமித்திடுவோம் வா அருணாச்சலா. லட்சியம் வைத்தருள் அஸ்திரங் வீட்டனை பக்ஷிதாய் பிராணனோடருணாச்சலா. லாபனிக பர லாபமிலனையூற்று லாபமென்னூற்றனை அருணாச்சலா. வரும்படி சொல்லிலை வந்தன் படிகள வருந்திடும் தலை விதி அருணாச்சலா. வாவென்றகம் புக்குன் வாழ்வருளன்றே என் வாழ்விழந்தேனருள் அருணாச்சலா. விட்டிடில் கஷ்டமாம் விட்டிடாதுனையுயிர் விட்டிடருள் புரி அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. வீடு விட்டீர் தோழ வீடு புக்க பையவும் வீடு காட்டினையருள் அருணாச்சலா. வெளிவிட்டன் உன் செயல் வெறுத்திடாதுன்னருள் வெளிவிட்டனை கா அருணாச்சலா. வேதாந்தத்தே வேரற விளங்கும் வேத பொருளருள் அருணாச்சலா. வைத்தலை வாழ்த்தா வைத்தருள் கூடியா வைத்தனை விடாதருள் அருணாச்சலா. அம்புவிலாலி போல் அன்புருவு நிலனை அன்பாக்கரை தருள் அருணாச்சலா. அருள்வலை தப்புமோ அருணாச்சலா. சிந்தித்தருள் பட சிலந்தி போல் காட்டி சிறையிட்டுண்டனே அருணாச்சலா. அன்போடும் நாமங்கேளன்பர்த்தம் அன்பரு கண்பனாய் இடவருள் அருணாச்சலா. என் போலும் தீனரை இன்புற காத்து நீ எந்நாளும் வாழ்ந்தருள் அருணாச்சலா. என் குரு கண்பர்த்தம் மின் சொற்கொள் செவியுமென் புன்மொழி கோளவருள் அருணாச்சலா. பொறுமையங்கூதர புன்சொலை நன் சொல பொறுத்தருள் இஷ்டம் பின் அருணாச்சலா. மாலைகளித்தருணாச்சல ரமணையன் மாலையணிந்தருள் அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலா. அருணாச்சலம் வாழி அன்பர்களும் வாழி அக்ஷரமணமாலை வாழி.
ஓம் நமः பரமரிஷிभ्यो நமः பரமரிஷிभ्यः. ஹரி ஓம். உபாசகானாம் யதுபாசனீயம் உபாத்தவாசம் மடசாக்கிமூலே தத்தாமதாட்சிண்யஜுஷா ஸ்வமூர்த்யாம் ஜாகர்த்து சித்தே மம போதரூபம் அத்ராக்ஷம் அக்ஷீணதயாநிதானம் ஆச்சார்யம் ஆத்யம் வடமூலபாகே மௌனேன மந்தஸ்மிதபூஷிதேன மஹர்ஷிலோகஸ்ய தமோனுதந்தம் வித்ராவிதாசேஷதமோ கணேன முத்ராவிசேஷேண முहुर्मुनीनाம் நிரஸ்யமாயாம் தயயா விதத்தே தேவோ மகான் தத்துவமசீதி போதம் பமாத்ய தேவோ வடமூலவாசி கிருபா விசேஷாத் கிருதசன்னிதானம் ஓங்காரரூபாம் உபதிஷ்ய வித்யாம் ஆவித்யகத்வாந்தம் அபாகரோது. ஸ்ருத்யர்த்தகோச்சரம் வந்தே வாச்யார்த்தாநாமகோச்சரம் லக்ஷ்யார்த்தவபுஷம் வந்தே சங்கரம் தேசிகம் குரும். அபார சச்சித் சுகவாரிராசேः யஸ்யோர்மிமாத்ரம் புவனம் சமஸ்தம் குஹாஹிதம் தம் ரமணம் கபீரம் சிந்தாவிஹீனம் ஹிருதி சிந்தயாமி. தேஹம் ரிண்மயவஜ்ஜடாத்மகமஹம் புத்திர்ன தஸ்யாஸ்த்யதோ நாஹம் தத்ததபாவசுப்திசமயே சித்தாத்மசத்பாவதः கோஹம் பாவயுதः குதோ வரதியாம் திருஷ்ட்வாத்மனிஷ்டாத்மனாம் சோஹம் ஸ்பூர்த்திதயா அருணாச்சலசிவः பூர்ணோ விபாதி ஸ்வயம். யோந்தः பிரவிஷ்ய மம வாசமிமாம் பிரசுப்தாம் சஞ்சீவயத்யகில சக்திதரஸ்வதாம்னாம் अन्यांश हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव Arunāchala. From the 83rd verse, we have been, Bhagavan is speaking about the glory of devotees. Those who are very humble, those who are very soft, and whose ignorance is completely rooted out. Such great jnanis, because of them, Arunāchala, you are great. This was the song. In the 84th verse, Bhagavan spoke about removing the ignorance, ajnana. By the Collyrium of Jnanam, know that the self in you is the supreme, it is Brahma. And that knowledge Arunāchala bestows. So this is the 84th verse. And the last verse which we saw yesterday is about the bald heads. Mottai. Mottai means shaven head. One day, a group of devotees came to Bhagavan. They came from Tirupati. Tirupati is about 4-5 hours from here. They have brought their grandson, small boy. He was all the while crying because against his wish they have taken him and tonsured his head. As a religious discipline vow, they have done that. So he was crying, you have made me mottai. So they brought the child to ashram. And when that was a Paurnami day, so Bhagavan is also clean shaven. So when he saw Bhagavan, oh, here is another mottai, he said. He was delighted to see somebody who is a mottai like him. Bhagavan felt very happy. He said, you come here. He asked that boy to come near him and let us count how many mottais come together today. Because that was a Paurnami day. So one by one Bhagavan and that child started counting the number of bald heads coming. 1, 2, 3 like that. Because so many will come. Because that was a Paurnami day. So all the sadhus have tonsured their head. So one by one they were all coming there. So anyway, this is Mottai story. So, Motiveless enai, outwardly, Motiveless means removing all desires. Vettavali is inner Chidakasha. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmanyeva atmana tushtaha sthita prajnastatuchyate. In Gita, Krishna speaks about sthita prajna, one who has steady wisdom is a sthita prajna, who is established in that. சரசாக்க மேலே உட்காரணும்னா இங்கே உட்காரலாம், அங்கே ஏதாவது கஷ்டம் இங்கே கூட உட்காரலாம். So, removing all, giving up all desires, renunciation, absolute renunciation. And in that renunciation, this jnanam, Vedanta, Vijnana, Sunishitarthaha, Sannyasa Yogat, Yatayaha Shuddha Sattvaha. This is the most commonly chanted mantra. Whenever we, especially traditional sadhus, they go, they give the Purna Kumbham. So every time they will chant na karmana, na prajaya, dhanena, tyage, naike, amrtatva manashu, this mantra. People generally they think that they are respecting the sadhu. But you know how we take it is that they are reminding us. You should always remember this is your dharma, that only by Vedanta Jnana and complete renunciation. Renunciation means what? Renunciation in various stages. Jnana brings in its own renunciation, and the highest renunciation is what Bhagavan says in talks. Somebody asked Bhagavan, should we not renounce everything? Bhagavan said, very mysterious answer, but it is the perfect Vedantic answer. Bhagavan says, the self has renounced everything already. What kind of answer is this? It means you know the self, then you know that there is nothing in it. In the self, it is asanga. Nothing sticks to it. So, asango hyayam purushaha. So, this knowledge, and of course, giving up all that is non-essential. Bhagavan was the embodiment of sannyasa dharma. Yati dharma tatim paripalayata paritashятamo vinivarayata yatinam adhipena kushagra lasan matina dhritina jita chitta bhuva. So yati dharma tatim paripalayata, one who abided by yati dharma, complete. But you know how Bhagavan looks at yati dharma? One day, somebody has kept a basket full of fruits, and one female monkey, mother monkey, with its baby in its tummy, it came there to take the banana. And this attendant, whoever he may be, he drove it out. Hey, go. Like, Bhagavan came inside, seeing that, he said, he felt very sad. He said, we speak, we pride that we are all sannyasis, and we collect all things, put it in the store, and lock the store and keep the key in our pocket. So monk with a key. He's monkey, but this monkey, this is without a key. So I am adding it, it's not Bhagavan's words. So Bhagavan says, when a true sannyasi comes, you don't give anything. You say you are a sannyasi, but when a true sannyasi, for Bhagavan that monkey was a true sannyasi. It is not storing for the next day, it has no place to stay, it is keeping its baby in its own body. And saying this, Bhagavan started calling the monkey, Vama, Vama. He used to call all of them as Amma, Vama, Vama. And that monkey came with a little fear, because if it's a female monkey, it's always like that. So it came like that and took one banana from that bunch and went away. When that monkey was going, you know what Bhagavan said? Namma mohathalila kariya pusit porava. He said, she is going after painting our face black with charcoal. It means telling us, teaching us what is renunciation, what is simplicity. It takes only what is needed for it, for its hunger. That one banana, I have seen that, all these bananas come, So, if it is kept, this rat will come. And it will take only this much, a pinch from one banana. Only that much is needed for it. And for that, we do all these things, So, jnanam, spiritual wisdom. See, spiritual life, not simply the highest wisdom alone. It is, you need a way of life also. Without that way of life, spirituality doesn't mean anything. So this outer renunciation is in the realm of that, where you give up all that is not needed for you. You can see that in Bhagavan's life. Many things he bluntly refused. He said, no, not needed. So this is Motiveless. Completely giving up things that is not necessary for us. Many saints, they were like a hooded cobra regarding renunciation. Anything comes, it lifts its hoods. Ramakrishna was like that. One great man said, Thakur, I want to donate this land to you. With so much devotion, that person said, I want to donate this much land to you. He thought Ramakrishna will be happy. Ramakrishna stood up, you rascal. He said, you want to make me a worldly person? Go out. He was a very rich man. I forgot his name. Mani Malik. He was actually the owner of that place. He said, go out. Do you want to make me a worldly person? But, that doesn't mean he didn't touch money. But one secret thing many people do not know about Ramakrishna. If the salary of the temple was not forthcoming for him, 1 month he will go and inquire. He will go and ask in the office. He will not touch money. But that was prescribed. That was the rule of the office, that Rani Rasmani and her son-in-law, they have arranged for that this money should be utilized for looking after Ramakrishna. And every month they have to send it. And someone will take care of the things. But if it is not coming, he will go and ask. This month it has not come. Many people do not know that side. So he was very clear about it. Because it is not that impractical. No money. You have to live. So that much, what is needed is needed. It's a matter of fact thing. What is not needed, simply for luxury or simply for more enjoyment or simply for glorification, they don't care for it. So this much renunciation is very important in spiritual life. Without true renunciation, jnanam will not work. That is why sometimes, jnanam is there. Why we are not able to remain in that state? Attachment. Now also Ganeshana read in that Devi Kalotram, giving up all attachments. Because of attachment, Buddha, after 12 years of austerity, he found only this. That the reason for misery, suffering, is attachment. Attachment is not love. Attachment is not love. Because of attachment, love is impossible. Love is true dharma. A father who is a good surgeon cannot perform surgery to his own son because of attachment. So attachment is not love. So Motiveless means removing all that which distracts you from Atma Dhyana. This is Motiveless. Motiveless என்னை வெட்ட வெளியில் இந்த சிதாகாஷ established in one's own true nature, Nattam Adinai en Arunāchala. Nattam Adinai means the joy of Atmanubhuti. Inbam, Bhagavan said in Atma Vidya Kirtanam, Anbu Poonume, Inbu Tonume, அப்புறம் அருளும் வேணுமே. That ananda, experience of that ananda, that joy, instantaneous. Why Bhagavan had instantaneous joy, completion of his spiritual life? Because renunciation was perfect. Renunciation was perfect. Jnanam is so simple. Generally, traditionally we say krama mukti and instantaneous mukti, sadhyo mukti. They speak about it as two paths, jivan mukti and krama mukti. But actually it is not two paths. Jnanam is always sadhyo mukti. It is like I am wearing this glass and I am searching for this glass everywhere. Somebody tells you it is there in your nose. Oh, it is there. Formerly also it was there. Through those glasses only I was searching for the spectacle. Now somebody pointed it out, I recognized it. Like that, Tattvamasi, over. I recognize my real nature, instantaneous. But this Pradibandha Nivarana, as the Shastra puts it, giving up the obstacles, renunciation, it happens gradually. Krama. Gradually. Certain things you cannot give up. That we call as Bhogavasana. Bhagavan also said Bhogavasana. This samskara must be gone through. It should be washed clean. You come out of it. Then the renunciation becomes perfect. So, in the field of perfect renunciation, Shiva is dancing. In the cremation ground, he is dancing. That is it. In the cremation ground where one's own body is burnt, that is what Bhagavan had the experience. The body's non-existence. In that one experiences the divisionless, boundless infinitude. Akashakalpa jnana. So, Motivelessனை வெட்ட வெளியில் நீ நட்டம் ஆடினை என் Arunāchala. Arunāchala, you gave me that absolute renunciation and inwardly that jnanam, that anubhuti, that svanubhava. Both. Now, the 86th verse. The purpose of satsanga. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nishalatattvam, nishalatatve jivan mukti. Well known verse. Very famous verse of Shankaracharya. So satsangatve, you need satsanga. That is a magic. Now Ganeshana told one important thing to spiritual life. You need satsanga. Some elevating contact. sees this, what we call renunciation, that is also a fragrance which you get in satsanga. Satsanga doesn't mean simply arranging mic and all this videography, everything, and talking. No. Satsanga means an atmosphere where you have the fragrance of renunciation, where you have the fragrance of bhakti, where you have the fragrance of the transcendental experience, where you have the fragrance of immense dispassion, fearlessness, something otherworldly. That is what Satyamangalam Venkataramanaya told about Bhagavan. Swanubhuti Dharayalam Manak. Says your Atmanubhuti is fragrant everywhere. It is all that divine fragrance is felt everywhere. And you have cold, you will not have good smell. Bhagavata says, when the nose is very clean, it gets good fragrance. Like that, when the mind is pure, it becomes sensitive to spiritual atmosphere. You are in a very sacred atmosphere, spiritual atmosphere. You feel the fragrance of renunciation there. You feel the fragrance of dispassion, discrimination, fearlessness, stability of wisdom. These things you see you feel it. It is always a mystery how some devotees are able to feel it, how others are missing it. Some are sensitive to such things. One theosophical person who wrote an article, somewhere I read it, very beautiful article where he has written one sentence I remembered. He said, if you are not sensitive, you are not spiritual. If you are sensitive, you are going to suffer. It's a trouble. You are very sensitive, you feel all the negative energy, all those things, then you suffer. But if you are not sensitive, you are not spiritual. So you have to go through this, transcend this stage. No other way. So, this spiritual sensitivity, it develops in the person who is meditative. And there, he wants this spiritual atmosphere. One devotee of Ramakrishna, Adarsen, he used to travel in his horse chariot for about 25 kilometers. He will come all the way from his office to Ramakrishna's place in Dakshineshwar, and while the satsang will be happening, he will sleep there. And Ramakrishna used to make fun of him. He comes all this distance to sleep here. In Kerala, they will have this Kathakali. People, you need a special kind of understanding to enjoy that. Once you start enjoying it, for them it is really ecstatic addiction to Kathakali. But the problem is, they will sing. Singing will be very beautiful, and they will be holding a screen. Two people will hold the screen, and they will sing for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, holding the screen. And by the time they put down the screen, many of you will be asleep. So Ramakrishna used to make fun of this other saint, but this other saint, this devotee will say, at least I come here to sleep in this atmosphere. Even sleeping in that worldly atmosphere is disturbing. I am telling this because this is the last day. And I am very confident that next year you will forget. So Bhagavata Saptam, we are all very experienced in this, about 35 years of experience. People will come and sit in front and open the mouth in such a fashion that they will swallow you. But we can see that element, that is also mystery, because when you come to spiritual presence, the first reaction of the body is this sleep. When you sit for meditation also, the first reaction of the upadhi is sleep. Because this sleep element is there. That element will come out. And we can see people who are very genuine, first this sleepiness will come, after some time they will become fresh. This has to come and go. You have to see, this is also one element that you have to encounter within you, laya. This laya is something which is there. When you try to meditate, laya is there, vikshepa is there, kashaya is there. A kind of depressed state might come. Somebody has written, when I came here first few days, it was very meditative. Suddenly there is fear. Yes, the inner fear will come, wake up. We might think that it is wrong to have it. No, something hidden will wake up. Don't get disturbed by that. Don't be afraid. Let it come out. Distraction will come out. Emotions will come out. In spiritual literatures, even in Christian mysticism, they have spoken about it as purgation. That inner purgation. Inward cleansing. So it has to come out. And when you will ultimately have prasada. Prasada means the placid state, the pleasant state. So that will come, that will happen. That clarity will come. So satsanga is a very powerful thing. And for that only so many devotees came to Bhagavan. Sometime many used to come in the night. Swami Shuddhananda Bharati has written about his contact with Bhagavan. I used to wonder how people do like this, because he has written, I was meditating in the hill, all daytime I will meditate. By night 12 o'clock I will go to Ramana Maharshi, and from that time up to morning I will have discussion with him. What about Bhagavan? He has written like that from 12 o'clock to morning I will have all my, and he has published some articles that midnight satsang, something like that. So day and night Bhagavan was there available. And Jivan Mukta's body is alive only for that. That is the only purpose for which the body is alive. To give satsanga. And in Bhagavata, Krishna tells Uddhava, I will reveal to you this great thing, which is a great secret. Krishna says it's a secret. Secret doesn't mean you should not tell or you have to whisper. No, it means unless you are qualified to recognize it, you will not recognize it. So Uddhava, Krishna says, Tvam me britya suhrit saka. You are my attendant. You have done great service to me. You are my friend. You are my companion. Hence I am revealing to you Sugopyam, very hidden, great secret. Sugopyam api vakshyami Tvam me abhritya suhut saka. Saying this, he gives a big list of all kind of spiritual practices, sacrifices, puja, everything. And telling all that, Krishna says, nothing, these names which I have given, nothing is equal to contact with a sage. There you light the lamp directly. Na rodhayati mam yogaha, na sankyam, dharma evacha, na swadhyayaha, tapaha, tyagaha, neshtapurtam, na dakshina, vratani, yajnaha, chandamsi, tirthani, niyamaha, yamaha, yathavarundhe satsangaha, sarva sangapahohimam. What will the satsanga do? Sarva sangapaha. It remove all the dirt that you have gathered due to contact with the world, with the negative things. The negativity that you have absorbed from the world is all cleansed in satsanga. It purifies. Nothing purifies like that. Other sadhanas, you sit for meditation, you are conscious. You are doing something. You do puja, you are conscious. You are doing japa, you are conscious. But satsanga, you are not doing anything. You are just exposing yourself. That is the magic of it. There is no I operating there. And this satsanga releases a person completely, purifies the person, and what does it do? Ultimately, it gives the knowledge of the self, Atma Jnana, Jnana Satsanga. And from Jnanam, what happens? Moham is removed. Nissanga and Nirmoha. Nissanga, you have contact with divine beings, devotees, or realized persons, or even a good temple where you are inspired. You go back to your house, you find your mind is detached naturally. This is the first sign of contact with spiritual things. Satsangatve nisangatva. You need not practice nisangatva, naturally nisangatva comes. Satsangat mukta dussangaha hatum na utsahate buddha. A wise person, when he gets the opportunity to have contact with devotees, and he finds that his mind becomes so pure, meditative, now he don't want to leave that. One Vaishnava Acharya had a disciple, a devotee. And many disciples got teaching from him. And this disciple has followed this teacher almost for 25, 26 years. But people who moved closely with him, they found that he has not learnt anything. But they have also found that no one can listen like him. He'll come and sit in front, enjoy all the stories, divine stories he will enjoy. And some devotees, they are very expressive. One of our former devotee, now he is not here, his enjoyment was very special. When he listens, especially to stories, he will enjoy in such a way that suddenly he will stand up. Amidst the silent listeners, he will stand up and he will express. Once in a while he will say, ah. And something very ecstatic comes, he will give such a pat, beating to the next person, neighbor. He will be listening now, this story. And devotees used to say, we don't want to sit near him. Some ecstasy comes, he will beat me. So much of joy, listening. So this devotee will sit in front, and 26 years he was listening. One day this teacher asked him, so many years you have been listening, what have you learnt? See, all these people, they have learned something and went away. Now you are listening for 26 years. And that devotee said, I learned one thing. You should be talking like this, I should be listening like this. You say it is all over, exhausted, I will go. But that is not going to happen. Or I should get the feeling that I am bored. Enough of this. Then also I will go. That also will not happen. So that is sattva vriddhi, sattva vriddhi. When that sattva guna is there, the first sign is you don't expect anything. You have not come here to business. Go to Tiruvannamalai, stay 1 week, become enlightened, go to America, start a meditation center. No. Motiveless devotion. No purpose, nothing, no desire. That is bhakti. That is pure bhakti. No expectation at all, no desire, nothing. I don't want to become somebody. No desire. When you have no desire, here you become a Jivan Mukta. That is the secret. Absolutely desireless, here you are free, absolute, free, liberated. Ihaivatai yada sarve pramuchyante kama yesya hridi shritaha athamartyo amrito bhavati atra brahma samasnute. He attains Brahman here. Atra brahma samasnute. Yatha sarve pramuchyante kamaha. All the desires are being rooted out, all just vanished from the heart. Athamartyaha amrito bhavati. The mortal becomes immortal here. Atra brahma samasnuti. He attains Brahman here. So this is removing the delusion, moham. Moham tavirt. Un mohamavaitum en moham tirayen Arunāchala. In this song, Bhagavan says, although you first destroyed my infatuation to the world and then made me infatuated with yourself, you have not yet resolved my infatuation for union with you, becoming one with you. So this is Viraha Bhakti. In that Viraha Bhakti, the devotee is saying, you have removed the moha. Moha is gone. Delusion is gone. About world, I want to become somebody, I want to attain something, I want to achieve something in the world, it is all gone. Moham tavirt. And now what moha is there? The attraction for the divine. That is a great blessedness. You feel that divine attraction. When the iron piece is not covered by dirt, it is attracted by the magnet. Like that, there is a natural spiritual attraction. Generally they say, you look at a temple tower and the heart leaps with joy. Ganeshana once told that Muruganar said that somebody goes in the street, looks at a tower and does a namaskara. There the Kundalini awakens. That is the first opening into the heart center. So this reverence, this awe for the spiritual thing, through that spirituality enters the person. There was one Swami, Swami Tulasi Maharaj, Nirmalananda, who was a direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. In the 17, he comes as the 18. Due to some other reason, they left him out. Now they are again taking Swami Nirmalananda into the fold. Because he was one of the greatest disciples of Ramakrishna. He worked a lot in Kerala. His name was Tulasi. You can see him coming in complete works of Swami Vivekananda, where Vivekananda is telling Sharad Chandra Chakrabarti, see Tulasi, you should be like him. Fearless, absolutely fearless. So this Tulasi, somebody called him to their house, I think Balram Bose's house, that a Paramahamsa is coming. Why don't you come and see him? He was only 16 or 17. I always love that description. He said, I was not interested, but they called me, so I went there. And I was standing, leaning on a pillar, waiting for the Paramahamsa to come. And then the carriage, horse carriage came. Ramakrishna came down. And he said, I was not looking at Ramakrishna, I was looking somewhere. Suddenly I saw somebody standing right behind me. My whole body shook with so much spiritual fervor. Hair stood on end, ecstasy. I could not withhold myself. A strange kind of thrill, ecstasy and fear also entered. He said, what kind of Paramahamsa is this? I don't want to stand here. I will lose myself. Saying this, he ran away to home. That was his first encounter with Ramakrishna. He said, afraid I ran away. Afraid of what? Afraid of ecstasy, afraid of bliss, afraid of thinking that because of this I will lose everything. I am holding on to. So I ran away home. But the pull was irresistible. Again he came. He was initiated by Ramakrishna. So the irresistible attraction to God, the divine, spiritual life. Even to one spiritual book, you see the book, you read the name, inwardly you are elevated. That is a spiritual sign. We are wearing this bhasma, urdhva pundra, this mala. Somebody asks, is it all for showing others? Yes, certainly. We cannot look at it. When someone is looking, suddenly they are recollecting Shiva, recollecting Narayana. That feeling comes, that is the importance of all these lingas, this samkhya. When you come to Tiruvānnamalai, you see this Bhagavan, devotee, Shiva Prakasham Pillai, through whom we got this who am I. After starting this self-enquiry, he felt why should we wear bhasma? So he stopped wearing. And when he went to Bhagavan, Bhagavan gave him a small bag with bhasma and said, you have to wear it always. This is not some anecdote that we read. It is written by him in the song form. In the Devamalai, Ramana Devamalai, he has written that Bhagavan gave me this Bhasma Sanji and said, wear it. Kunjaswami used to say, Ganeshana will say, sometimes we will be in urgency to see Bhagavan morning without even wearing a Bhasma after bath, we will run to Bhagavan. Bhagavan say, hey, vara vazhiyila sobathileyavadhu kaiya thechi ipdi pottundu varapadadhu. He will say, at least you could have touched the wall and taken that lime and put it like bhasma. It is all symbols which can elevate you. When you see that, you are reminded of Bhagavan. You are reminded of the divine. That is the thing. This ochre robe also, Ramakrishna used to say, those who have that samskara of renunciation, the first sign is, you put this ochre robe on their body, they will go to ecstasy. They will go to that bhava. So this is the importance of this satsanga. When you have satsanga, you have this fragrance of all the spiritual attributes, qualities. So first thing is this spiritual attraction, moham towards Bhagavan. You have no worldly moham. When Vishnu appeared as Narasimha before Prahlada, he asked, what boon you want? Prahlada said, Bhagavan, that attraction which worldly people have towards worldly things. Like a person who is very greedy, he is attracted to money. A pleasure-loving person who is attracted to such things. All that attraction put together, let me have towards you. Ya pritihi avivekanam vishayeshu anapayini tvam anusmaratah same hridayanma apasarpatu. When I remember you, let me have that kind of delight, attraction towards you. If you have gained that, you have won over spiritual life. Because you no more struggle for meditation, no more struggle for keeping your higher hold. Naturally, everything else will fall away. So, moham tavirthu, un mohama vaittum, en moham thirayen Arunāchala. When moham comes for you, all the worldly moham will go. But my moham for you, it should be also removed by jnanam. By the knowledge that you are not something separate from me. You are in me as my own real nature, as my own self. You are in me as the I am within me, as the essence of I within me. Then there is no more looking for anything outside. No more thirst for the other. No more desire for the other. The other is no more there. It is all one whole, Purna. And that jnanam is abidance. So this is remove Bhagavan, bestow me that experience of the self where this infatuation too will cease. No more you are infatuated to go anywhere for the Atmanubhuti. It is there in you as your own self. All moha is gone. Nirmohatvam. When nirmohatvam becomes perfect, nishala tattvam. Then the person is established in the nishala tattva, silence. Nishala tattve jivan muktihi. There the person is liberated, free. Free of all bondage. Free from body, free from mind, free from ego. The person is absolutely free. This is the essence of Vedanta Shastra. This is the essence of Aksharamanamalai, Ulladinarpadu, Bhagavan's teaching. We are really fortunate, blessed to have this kind of a congregation, a satsanga, right under, or we can say in the valley of Arunāchala. The sacred presence of Arunāchala in this Tirtha Kshetra, in an open place. You move this side, that side, you will see Arunāchala there. So here we are contemplating, listening to Aksharamanamalai. Devotees are singing, and we have this deep, profound contemplation on each verse. Many devotees have come from great distance. So many who have dived deep into spiritual life have come. Bettina ji has come for almost 63rd year to Tiruvannamalai. 63 years she have been coming here. She is a disciple of Swami Abhishektananda, then Lakshman Ju, Kashmir Shaiva, very authentic tradition, Kashmir Shaiva. So many have come from various corners of the world to listen, to be here in Arunāchala. And this Bhagavan's revelation in the form of Aksharamanamalai, we are continuing, and this has happened here in Shiva Prasadam, in this spot, by the effort of so many devotees, many of them collectively. They wanted to continue this, so Bhagavan has given us this beautiful place also, where we can accommodate so many people, and this place is also collectively, so many devotees, they have their residence here, and their devotion is the force, is the power behind this satsanga. We pray to Bhagavan that let that energy continue for the forthcoming years. At least 2 more sessions we need for Aksharamanamalai. Right? So that we will see. Today, after this satsanga, as Yajna Prasada, we are distributing Ganeshana's books. New book, actually it's a collection of so many articles. A very huge volume, very heavy, and very beautiful photos, very, very beautiful photos of Bhagavan and Arunāchala. Along with that, Ramana Puranam also. Those who want that, they can take that also. That is indeed a classic. These books we are giving as prasadam. So that time Narayanan will sing. So those who are in front, they can first come and collect the book prasadam. Then no haribari will be there. So everyone can get the prasadam. Now we can have a concluding. Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala, Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala Shiva, Arunāchala. Yato mamatma bhavasi tvameva, tato na vachyam mama kinchidasti, yathata veshtam kurvam tathaiva tvam atmanatham ramanam bhajami.